Why, hello there, everybody watching, listening from any corner of the earth. Welcome to the best podcast since the audio version of the Bible. My name is D.Doe, and today I'm with a very special guest. That's right, BigSleeter.
Hey.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm all right. I accidentally bought Twitter Blue, but everything's good.
Yeah, I heard about that a little bit before we start. What's your experience with the new Elon Musk rendition of Twitter Blue?
So I was trying to do a Yuji Naka joke, and then it just didn't let me change it back.
Amazing.
So, like, I guess now that you're verified, you can't change your profile picture and name.
Another reason to just never use Twitter
is that they are the best Sonic tuber.
On God,
Just casually.
I agree. Just casually, very casually. So,
Thank you.
BigSleeter is also the one who made our very, very lovely logo. So, everyone behind the screen
Graphics design's my passion.
Honestly, it looks really good. Everyone behind the screen give a big round of applause for how much help BigSleeter's putting in. Don't worry, I heard it. I heard it behind our. I heard it behind your screen. Don't worry. But anyway,
Naturally,
I'm gonna have to get the editing done on this podcast, like pretty much right after we start recording, because I guess I could do it tomorrow. But by the time this goes up, I guess I didn't put this in the podcast bullet points. But by the time this goes up, I think Noza knows. I don't know if BigSleeter knows, but I will be at Sonic and Sega Fan Jam, happening this Saturday, the 12th, or today, or depending on whenever you guys are watching it. Big moment. I think everyone can agree. Big moment. 'Cause,
yeah, I definitely agree with that.
It's definitely be meeting a lot of people that I've never met before there, so it'll be a very interesting time.
Everyone listening, I just want to inform you that while recording this podcast, I am playing Sonic Frontiers.
If I had
the game is just that good.
It's just that good. If I had my Switch on me, I'd be playing it too. But yeah, at Fan Jam, I'll definitely post pictures, I guess. I don't know. I'm not much of a picture person. I'll be meeting Expool there, though, so that's already reason enough for me to go.
My
That'll
condolences.
be... Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I'll kill him. That's the big joke, everyone, if you don't already know. I'm gonna kill Expool at Fan Jam. This is a joke. Take it as a joke. This is a fucking joke.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Expool will not return from Fan Jam. Smile emoji. He's going to
Let's
Asa
go!
Hell.
Let's go! No more Expo, I'm so hype.
No more Expool. Yeah.
This is a joke, by the way. Expool, if you're watching, I love you.
We're just gonna make the Expool lore a reality by killing him and sending him to the afterlife. So we're just gonna make it real. We're just playing big on those parts, you know what I'm saying? But enough of Expool talk, you know. We don't want to talk about him for very long. Sonicthehedgehog, Sonic Frontiers just came out.
Sonic is back.
Sonic is back. Sonic just came out Tuesday. I'm so proud of him. You know, he finally exited.
Transition.
Exactly. Just came out of the closet yesterday and just said, you know what? I'm open world now. And we're gonna start off with a non-spoiler discussion, just so for all the fake Sonic fans who didn't buy it day one can listen in, and then we'll eventually move into the spoiler territory. Hopefully, we'll be not stupid enough to not, we'll try and give our best warning as we can, but sometimes we get into those rambles and it'll be a little hard to the chapters will be able to decipher when the spoilers are coming better than us. So let's just get into it. Sleet, what are your thoughts on Frontiers? No spoilers, just you are at the beginning of the game, right? 4 hours in, you said.
I've written my review, but I'm doing the review as I play it. Right now I'm halfway through the second island.
Okay. What are your
so far it's probably in my top 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Just wait until you beat the game. It'll be your favorite Sonic game.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Because we'll definitely talk about why I think that later. But yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely interesting. It's super bizarre.
I just think, like, it does, like, the best job of, like, encapsulating what Sonic is since maybe, like, Unleashed.
Oh, so true. That is so well put.
Which is, like, older than half the fan base.
True.
It's just such a fucking... I remember, what is it? The Digital Trends review for the game gave it, like, a 2 out of 5. And the first thing they talked about was 06, which is... Oh my god, it's, what, 16 years old now?
You know, so Frontiers would have been a 10, but, you know,
up.
16 years ago, they did have the kiss, so... Kind of knocks it down a few points.
A little bit, you know. I mean, that game was so bad, you know.
Sonic had a rough transition into 3D.
It just kind of, God, when he kissed that human, when he died, that just kind of knocked Frontiers down a few points for me. I don't know. Not gonna lie, I don't get why they still talk about that though. They're like, to Force's credit, it's not as bad as those games, because those are the only Sonic games that exist. Only the bad ones, guys. There is no good Sonic game. Sonic was never good.
That's so true. They were so real for that.
Hey, editing D.Doe here. It was at this point during the editing process that I realized that my mic levels weren't very good, and my mic peaks a little bit in the video. As far as I know, it isn't too bad, but it's still a little uncomfortable to hear, so I just want to apologize for that. But it will be fixed in future projects. Now back to the podcast. I'm so glad they could be open and honest with us viewers who don't know any better. You know, I'm so happy.
And there's gonna be the people that are like, yes, you're so right. I hate Frontiers.
Like what, 40-year-old dudes who are like stuck in the 90s. With the
it hasn't been good since Sonic 3.
Nintendo better signs. They're still on about the console wars from 40 years ago. Atari versus Nintendo.
Dude, that was intense. Like, Atari versus Nintendo.
Yeah.
We should bring that back.
Honestly, Atari, where's your next console, guys? I mean,
they released it, but no one knows where.
Yeah, no, I remember that. They released a console like forever ago, and they're like, it's going to be the best thing ever, guys. And then I don't remember ever hearing about it again until I like actually looked it up.
It was just a Linux-based console that could play old Atari games, pretty much.
Damn, that's stupid.
And then if you really wanted to, you could put like Windows on it.
Oh my god, it's just a fucking computer.
It's like a really shitty Steam Deck, but it's not portable.
Great job, Atari. You sure did do it. Noza, what are your thoughts on Frontiers?
Oh, you don't even want to know. I love Frontiers so much. I mean, like I said earlier, I love this game so much, I'm playing it right now as we record. I mean, it's just... I own it on 3 systems.
3?
Yes, Xbox, Switch, and PC.
Oh shit, I didn't know you... Okay, that's definitely more than me.
What are you,
I love Frontiers so much.
My 2 looks quite weak right now. I'm not gonna lie.
It's alright, you can just
Bro, I only bought it
again.
on 1.
Fake Sonic fan. Not even gonna lie.
Bro, sorry, I don't have like...
Yeah, sorry I didn't spend $180 plus on a
Yeah, dude,
one
no,
game.
literally.
It's literally... Oh.
Sonic better.
Sonic... Frontiers better. Not gonna lie. Can we just... Actually, I do want to... I know... Look, I know we said we weren't going to talk about X-Pool anymore, but I have to give him props, okay? The fucker owns 2 copies now, after he said he wasn't going to buy the game at all. Bro literally said the entire time, he's like, nope, this game looks like shit, I'm not buying it, and if I do buy it, it's gonna be on sale, and yada yada yada, and then there's me.
$120.
Yeah, and then there's... I thought the game looked good from the IGN thing. It obviously didn't look perfect, but I just had a feeling in my gut. They're like, they're not going to fuck it up this bad again. Thank God I was right.
It looked passable, but it didn't look like... It didn't look as good as it is now.
Oh fuck no! It's so clear. And then I remember fighting with Expo for so long about whether it was an early build or not. And then it got confirmed that it was an early build. And then Expo was still coping. He's like, nope, it's still gonna be bad. Just because they didn't change much, even though we haven't seen footage of the new build. They didn't change much. Nothing is gonna change. It's still gonna look probably worse by release. And I remember
mean, the game is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, no, it's up there. I think it's hard to say.
I think Unleashed looks better.
Yeah,
but it's up there as like one of the best looking.
I think it's more focused, to be honest. I think it's more like unfocused. That's what I meant. Because like in Unleashed, there's a lot more to look at since you're in so many diverse environments, and then the levels are like so chock full of drop dead gorgeous environments. But like in terms on a graphical scale, Frontiers is it. I mean, God, if it can't run on Switch, it's beautiful. Which is kind of a shitty.
Well, it
third
can
party.
run on Switch.
It can, but I mean, like, it looks way worse on Switch. I mean, there are beautiful games on Switch like Xenoblade and Breath of the Wild, but
the game is ass on Switch.
Oh yeah, no, it. As somebody who ran both the emulator and has the actual Switch version, yeah, it runs like ass.
No, because a lot of my problems from the emulated version are not present in the PC port.
Really?
Yeah.
No, actually, I agree, because when I played the emulation, I've only played about 30 minutes of the actual Switch version, but on my emulation, it looks better on Switch than the emulation, but I kept having a lot of, like, small bugs, like a clip that I posted on Twitter of Sonic going through a blue ring on Asura, and then dying immediately for no reason, and a bunch of automation breaks. But, like, other than that, I haven't had any issues on PS5 like that at all. Not once.
Oh, so you see those small glitches from the emulated port. And it's like, everyone starts freaking out, like, foaming at the mouth about, like, how Sonic Team has never learned from their mistakes.
True. I hate Sonic fans sometimes. Because that's all
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I was just about to say, sometimes.
Sometimes. There's very few times where I'm like, yeah, this community's alright.
I like dicking around with them.
Yeah. Oh, no. Pissing them off is hilarious. I love pissing off Sonic fans. I love trolling them. Just trolling them is hilarious. But I mean, like... Oh, fuck. What was I gonna say? I think Sonic games got way too overhyped about the game. And then when they see one glitch, they start flipping their shit as if every game is perfect except for Sonic. And it's like, okay, sure. The game still has, like, almost no bugs that I've ran into. I haven't ran into jack shit on my entire PS5.
I don't believe I've even ran into, like, one bug, like...
I'm sure they're there, and I'm sure they're going to be used for speedruns. I've actually, like, figured out a couple of speedrun tactics that are quite fun. But I haven't ran into anything that it's like, oh shit, the game is a little bit broken. No, it is a finished product, which is something that I couldn't really say for any Sonic game in the past, like, 10 years.
I was expecting it to be, like, broken, but, like, in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, you could absolutely, like, break the fucking game. Just, like... You could... Not, like, unplayable, but, like...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, like, in a fun way.
Yeah, you run into a wall and you start flying across the map.
Mm-hmm. There are some times where, like, my momentum carries in the air, which doesn't happen often, and so I go flying and it's really fun. But that's not, like, broken or anything,
That's how I always, like, envision the game.
Everything in this damn game is fun.
Yeah. It's a finished product, which makes me so fucking happy.
Also, best Sonic controls since Adventure 2.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
True.
There's no... It was a little hard to get used to. I'm not gonna lie, considering that Sonic has not controlled this good in a long time. he
Except for the jump physics.
Yeah. Jump physics can be a little lame at times, especially in cyberspace. Which...
Also...
A little lame.
This is a complaint. This is a complaint I thought I would never make. But I don't like how when you boost, you have to hold the stick up.
Really? You don't like that?
Nah, because sometimes like I'll like be playing cyberspace and all I want to do is just hold the right, like I'll hold the right trigger, I'll stop moving, because like it's like an automated section where I'm just boosting, and then it's back to like a regular section I can play.
Oh yeah, in the open world that makes sense, but in
the open world in cyberspace it's just kind of like a. I don't know.
Who the fuck? Okay, scam likely. I'm not answering that. Sorry, somebody was calling. They're still calling me. Sorry, you had to hear that. The T-Mobile, the stock T-Mobile. No.
That just makes the podcast better,
I guess. But yeah,
you say it like that.
Cyberspace isn't as bad as I thought. Sorry, I lost track for a moment. It's. I do agree though. It is a little jarring to have like the boost just not go, and you actually have to control Sonic. I mean, that's just completely unheard of. Like, why would you ever control Sonic? That's
true. You're supposed to press one button and he goes forward.
It's just boost to win.
Exactly.
Which I guess is like a statement to be like, oh yeah, you can actually control the fucker now. That's really cool. But now, it does feel a little weird considering we've had this same control scheme for the past 14 years.
It's just something you have to get used to, and once you get used to it, it's like a good change.
Oh yeah, once you actually control the fucking guy, then it becomes a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Which it doesn't. This game is so good on so many fronts. It's
Frontiers.
Fun tears. Drinking those fan tears. It's so. I guess it is weird considering this is like the first Sonic game that I've actually like paid attention to the pre-release and like have it actually be good. Because when I started paying attention to the pre-release of Sonic games, it was around Boom, I remember. So basically from 2014 onwards, it's been nothing but shit games. And then all of a sudden, I'm part of this fan cycle, and it doesn't turn out to be shit. So it is a little special in terms of
it's
like... It's
weird.
It's definitely weird, because like, you know, Unleashed came out when I was like 4 years old, which doesn't make me sound very... Like, it makes me sound super young, but I'm fucking 18. So that's really weird to think about, knowing that I was born like 3 months after Heroes. After Heroes released. So, God. Sonic's both younger and older than I remember. Just considering how long it's been since we've had a decent-ass game.
True. I think the last good game was like
Generations, which is still a decade ago.
We're being technical on Mania, but
oh yeah, true.
Everyone forgets about Mania
for a good reason. I don't like Mania that much. It controls well and it's like very polished, but I just don't. It's just almost nothing but reused levels, which it doesn't make.
That's the biggest complaint I have, but it's still fun. It's like one of the.
Yeah, it's fun.
I mean, Mania. The way I feel about Mania is that Mania is like a really good game, but it's not particularly interesting like Frontiers is.
Oh no.
Yeah.
When I was like 13, yeah, I guess that is the last good Sonic game. Last good game made by Sonic Team, if you want to get like super literal with it, I guess. That makes the most sense because Sonic Team did not make Mania, but
that's clear because it's good.
Well, Sonic Team made Frontiers. I almost said Forces. I had to correct myself on the fly there. I had to correct myself. Forces is not good, but Frontiers is. And
yeah, didn't they hire like new people for Frontiers though?
I have no idea. I didn't look at the credits. They hired Ian Flynn, which is a massive W.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. Well, that's why it's good.
Yeah, the script anyway. The story, for the most part.
Everything
has some of the best moments.
Oh, no, for sure. Which I think is a good time to get into the spoiler discussion because I do not know how long I can hold off without talking about those discussions.
Okay, man, but I need to talk about the interactions that Sonic and Tails have.
What were the best interactions out of like the three characters? Amy, Knuckles, or Tails?
No way to pick.
Knuckles, easy. That's all me.
Knuckles? Yeah, that makes sense. Knuckles and Sonic, like, in a strange way. They're nothing alike, but for some reason, they remind me of Goku and Piccolo.
Probably for very good reason, considering they were the original rivals of both of their respective series. They're fantastic. They're fantastic characters. And they were definitely the interactions that I was looking forward to the most.
Yeah, I have to say my favorite interactions were probably, I can't choose. I really liked all of them.
All of them are great, but Sonic and Knuckles just blew it out of the park.
Yeah, because we haven't had that. You're saying that because we haven't had good interactions with them for like eons.
Yeah, but I can narrow it down anyway. You know, Amy was fine, but it wasn't like, you know,
groundbreaking territory.
And Tails was also really, really good. But like Knuckles, I love seeing that like brotherly friendship and rivalry between, you know, because we see Sonic and Tails interact all the time, but we barely see Sonic and Knuckles do anything together. And if it is, it's like a very small moment, you know. He wasn't there, Knuckles wasn't there in Unleashed, but Tails was. Tails was in Colors, but not Knuckles. Knuckles had like one line in Generations. They had, again, like one line in Lost World saying, "You fucking suck, I could have done it myself." Forces, they don't do anything together. And then in Frontiers, you know, they have a whole island dedicated to themselves interacting with each other. And, you know, Knuckles is, his complex with like, oh, fuck, I'm alone. I'm the last of the echidnas. I'm a lonely motherfucker. And then Sonic's like, you're not alone. I'm your friend. And then they like start laughing together, and it's like, oh my god, it's so good.
I literally just got past that part.
It's so fucking good.
On PC.
I love that interaction so much. Knuckles is definitely like my favorite character in terms of like his personality and characterization. Because he definitely represents me on a lot of like personality-wise, introverted kind of deal. Does things his own way kind of thing. And then the move... This really does feel like the year of Knuckles, because he's been getting such good treatment lately. From the movie, from fucking Tails Tube, and now this game. Oh, it's so good. Knuckles is finally back to being a good character.
I know. The movie is what, like... Because, of course, Sonic Frontiers Knuckles interactions were awesome, but the movie was definitely Knuckles' big thing this year.
Oh, yeah, for sure. What were you saying something?
They're gonna make Shadow into a good character in the next movie again.
True.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying?
Who?
Sleep.
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, I thought you said something. My bad. Tails' interactions were pretty... I don't know. Amy didn't... Each character had their own, like, respective arc in the game. Character arc that they went through, which is super cool. Tails definitely feels like he's gonna go through the most progress out of any of them. Because I love how Ian Flynn just like, alright, time to shit on Forces. And basically, like, throws a nod about how fucking inconsistent Tails is. Tails literally saying himself that he's very inconsistent back when he hid when Infinite attacked, and then Sonic's like, yeah, but like you saved Station Square from blowing up, and you saved me from the Zeddy attacks, so you're pretty cool. And then Tails was like, no, why do I still hide from Infinite then? And so it's like, oh shit, so it actually is all one connected story, and it's all canon, and now they're gonna do massive damage control on it. Which...
I'll tell you, I think Tails kind of explained it when he said, like, he couldn't take it or something like that because Sonic wasn't there.
Huh?
You
cut out. I could not hear you.
Oh, I cut out?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I mean, Tails kind of explained it when he said that, like, he couldn't take it when Sonic wasn't there, because, like, in Adventure, Sonic was there when Tails had his big moment. Mm-hmm. Just, like, not directly there, but, like, when Sonic was gone, Tails kind of, like, I guess, shut down emotionally.
Yeah.
He probably couldn't fight Chaos because he was, like, traumatized.
Considering he's 8 years old, that makes sense. But of course, I think they're making character ages way less big of a deal. Like, of course, honestly, I feel like it's a good way to, like, I feel like they shouldn't have ages, more age ranges. I feel like I talked about this before. But, like, of course, I feel like Sonic should be, like, in the 15 to 20 range. Especially now, I feel like he should be older.
Especially in Frontiers, he should be at least, like, 18.
Yeah. And, you know, like, Tails, 8 to 12, still being a kid. Because I feel like 8's way too young for Tails. 12 is, like, a good range for him. And
12
then
is good.
Amy being, like, 12 to 15, 16-ish.
Yeah, 14 to 16. And then Knuckles, like, 18 to 20.
Yeah. That's, like, I like having those ranges so you can, like, actually, like, okay, it doesn't make sense for him to... Kind of just fits what other people think of the characters more. Which is...
Sonic in Frontiers is definitely an adult.
He's definitely an adult. He fucks, alright? Let's not kid ourselves.
Sonic is an adult in Frontiers.
Sonic can fuck, legally.
True.
Amy, I'm not so sure. Tails definitely not. Knuckles can, but he doesn't.
Yeah, no, Knuckles would not.
But I mean, it's alright. It's good. I do want to talk about... I want to know what everyone's favorite is in this area. Cyberspace level and music track. Because goddamn, this monstrous soundtrack barely misses. And I need to know your guys' thoughts.
I can't keep track of which cyberspace level.
I have a hot take about the soundtrack.
What's your hot take?
I think some of the cyberspace music is kind of like generic, like electronic. It sometimes sounds like generic electronic music.
Oh, I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, well, it's still. I mean, but it still sounds good.
It's still
besides
good,
that one
but
track.
like, it's still good, but it's not like memorable. Like there are some memorable tracks that are like so fucking good.
There is like one later level in the game where I'm playing it, and then it literally just sounds like the copyright free electronic EDM music you'd find on YouTube for like your intro. And I'm like, all right, this it's getting a little wacky here. I think they can I mean, it's such a large list of music though. Almost every cyberspace level has its own theme. There's very few that actually like reuses the themes. Which is cool, you know, at least something about cyberspace is actually original. But
is there one original level?
There's one.
Isn't there like an original level, like one singular level?
I have no idea. The one that everyone thought was original, that city level with like the big open roads. Since we're in a spoiler discussion, I could say it's literally just Speed Highway. Or at least it takes elements from Speed Highway. So I don't know if it's like from Generations, because they've actually taken like actual just straight up level design from SA2. But that's it. It's like SA2, Generations, and Unleashed are like the only levels they take from. Which I mean, it's still cool to see levels like Radical Highway in a new light, but I'd like to see something from SA1 or Heroes or just something like that, something a different game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is a little weird that it's SA2 specifically, considering that this game has a much bigger connection to SA1 than anything else. Like, sure, there are...
Yeah, especially considering the chaoses.
The lore surrounding it all. It's so bizarre thinking, you know... Of course, there are references to past games, but it's like, okay, Sonic Adventure... It's clearly just... In terms of story, it's literally just Sonic Adventure 3. It's literally just a direct...
True.
It's more of a sequel, story-wise, than Sonic Adventure 2. But it's not Sonic Adventure 3, because it's missing out on a ton of elements that make Sonic Adventure. But it does a really good job at explaining the lore, I guess. Which, you said you don't care about spoilers, right, BigSleeter?
I don't.
Okay. I'm just making sure before I talk about it. I just think it's... I figured they were going to do a Chaos Emerald origin story soon, considering the movie did it, and the movie, like, explained how the Chaos Emeralds were created, I'm like, oh, the games haven't even done that yet. I wonder if they're going to do that in the games. But I didn't expect it to be this soon. Because it's obviously a very good lore opportunity for the game. Since, you know, if done wrong, the story is going to be fucked up. And the Chaos Emeralds are going to be seen as shit. Considering they've been there since the very beginning. But if done correctly, you know, it could change up how we see the Chaos Emeralds in previous games and have, like, a different kind of appreciation for it, you know what I'm saying? Them being aliens makes sense, I guess. It's very abstract. Like, I still don't get, after playing the game, it's kind of told in, like, cryptic-ass chunks. And after, like, there's clearly going to be a Frontiers 2. After the post-credit scene, there's going to be a Frontiers 2. What it's going to do, I have no idea. But I feel like there needs to be a bit more answers for it all to become clear to me, at least. Or I could just look up some YouTube video and have some guy fucking explain it to me.
There's probably already one of those.
Like, if they don't call it Sonic Frontiers 2, they have the games connected a little bit.
Yeah. Kind of like how Frontiers is connected to Sonic Adventure 1 without being Sonic Adventure 3. Basically just continue, because it's clear they're going to continue, you know, they're going back to the adventure roots by having a fully connected story, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, Sonic Adventure 1 connected to Sonic Adventure 2, and then the arcs from Sonic Adventure 2 carried on over to Sonic Heroes, and then Shadow's arc from Heroes carried on to Shadow before it was soft rebooted. So, I feel like they're going to do that as well and have the next game be seldomly connected to Frontiers and have that be like a make it feel like one big story told across a bunch of games. Which will be very, very awesome whenever that does come to fruition. I really hope.
Or they could just have, like, Sage be a mainstay.
Yeah. Sage is a mainstay.
I mean, they developed their characters so much in this game.
I mean, I'm glad. By the way, if you don't already know, we're talking about everything spoilers. So if you're here and you haven't played the game and you got spoiled, I'm fucking sorry, but I'm also not at the same time. Should have looked at the chapters or heard
You
me
should have
say,
played
Get the
Sonic.
fuck out.
Bye.
You should have played Sonic Frontiers.
Leave. I'm gonna talk about the ending in 5 seconds if you don't go. 5, 4.
4, 3, 2, 2.
Okay, Sage dies, but then Sage doesn't die. Smile.
Yeah,
Okay. Eggman is such a fucking dude in this game. Eggman is so fucking awesome. Because he's literally just a dad. Which makes his character so three-dimensional in ways that I never thought they would be. He doesn't fuck in the game, but Sage basically sees Eggman as a father since he created her. And then even, you know, if you look at the egg memos in the game, even Eggman's like, well, like, it is a program. And then he's like, maybe I should ask her pronouns, or if she has a preference, as he puts it in game.
Sage, what is your pronouns?
I am she, they, father. Very awesome. I am proud of you, Sage.
So proud of your transition.
He does say I'm proud of you, which is like, oh fuck, that's very cool. And then he's like, oh my daughter. And it's like, oh man, that actually is kind of sad. Eggman is sad at the end of the game.
Someone made the, like, oh my god. You know that one egg? It was like, I forget what her name was. But it was during, like, the Mania times.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I was just about to bring her up.
Literally that.
It's just
But canon.
daughter, and it's like, damn, that's kind of sad. I wonder what he's gonna do. And then the end credit scenes happen. We still don't know what that fucking symbol means. I hope they bring it up in the sequel, because like
Frontiers 2.
you see it throughout the game, but it's like, what does it mean? Or is it like the symbol for cyberspace or something?
This is off topic, but Noto G was streaming, and he was streaming Frontiers in Mobia's own call, and me and Ricardo were talking about how Thug Shakers could be canonical in Frontiers 2.
What could be canonical?
Thug Shakers.
The fuck does... What does that mean?
Look it up after.
No, tell me how to spell it.
No.
Tell me
I'm not letting you search up Thug Shakers.
Thug Shakers. Let me see. Putting up images. I see nothing of importance. How do you... Thug Shakers?
Yeah, it's just black men twerking.
Oh my god! I just saw it. I just saw oiled up black guys all over my Google Images screen, and now that's permanently on my fucking history. My god. Can't believe I just saw that. Literally the oiled up black. Oh my god. I'm looking that up after. And fucking hell. Why god? What do you mean it could be canon? What does that mean?
How can that be canon in Frontiers?
No explanation. No, just zero explanation.
Thug Shakers can be canon in Frontiers.
God. Okay. Fucking hell.
Oh, this I love this podcast so much.
Oh my god. Anyway. So, I feel like we should talk about that ending and how we feel about it.
And how Thug Shakers are canon in
Shut
Frontiers.
the fuck up. Die. Don't ever say that again. Stop. We're not talking about Thug Shakers.
This is the Thug Shakers podcast.
We're not talking about we're not talking about oiled up black guys.
Oh my god, this is literally so funny. Okay.
My favorite part about the ending is when an oiled up black guy starts twerking on Sonic and Eggman.
That's so true.
That is canon now.
And then they had a dance party at the end.
Yeah, they literally had a dance party. And oiled
and the
up
song
dance
played
party.
was Kesha.
Yeah.
It was TikTok by Kesha.
Oh yeah, wake up! Yeah, no, that's and I don't even know where to go with it. I'm just, my god,
flabbergasted over the Thug Shakers thing.
I'm fucking just, I don't even know what to say.
We traumatized him.
God.
No wonder BigSleeter didn't want you to look it up.
No shit. Fuck.
Every time I tell you not to look something up, it's probably porn.
Probably. Anyways, that ending. What are your thoughts, Noza?
Sigh. The ending itself was good, but the final boss was so ass.
The final boss, Supreme, was awesome.
Yeah, well, okay, Supreme was awesome. Not as cool as it could have been if it was an original Titan.
No.
But, you know.
Yeah.
It's better than a rock!
If I wanted to play Galaga, I would have fucking played Galaga.
So true.
It's BigSleeter, we're just preparing you so you do not get disappointed. The final boss is literally just Galaga.
I love Galaga, so...
So true.
It took me a few tries to beat it. Because it got fucking bullshitty in the end. And then my mom's like, "Ha, you're not good at the game." I'm like, "No, this shit is ass. You don't even control Sonic."
Your mom was roasting you and telling
Who do you control?
You were bad at Frontiers.
You control Sage in the Big Titan. Dude,
what?
Yeah.
Dude, this is what I hate about 06. She had to play as other characters.
Exactly. Just
Frontiers will not be getting my $60.
I don't think I'll be playing the game anymore. I think I'm going to be returning it to my GameStop for $15. It wasn't a good boss fight in the slightest. The music was alright, but like, they literally did not have an idea for the final boss. I can tell. They're like in the writing room, like, what the fuck do we do for the final boss? Sage is a good guy now. And they're just like, how about a moon? Like, but like,
how about a big rock?
Yeah, literally just a big fucking rock. And they're like, what the fuck? But it's like, this all-consuming being inside of it, like, genius. And they coded it in, like, 5 days before release. Because it's not good.
It's like that. I mean, it's clear that that's what was planned, considering the voice and all that. But like, they really could have done a better job. Like, they should have made it look cooler.
It's more like Xenoblade 3's final boss, where it's more like a concept than a physical being, I guess. Since the final boss is literally just called The End. Like, the end is coming for us all, or something like that. And you can't escape from the end, or something. It's more of a concept.
I mean, it's
than
an
a
awesome
being.
concept. That shit is so cool. That is literally like some classic Sonic shit.
In my
where,
opinion,
like Sonic fights like a cool, like fucking fucked up being and shit. But
yeah,
like,
it's like it's a rock.
it's a rock. Yeah, they should have made it look cooler.
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. It's like
They really should have made it look cooler, in my opinion.
it just doesn't make sense to me because it could have looked so much more baller, but they didn't make it baller. Which is such a it kind of blows me away in a sense because it could have been baller, considering every boss fight before it was like the best boss fight in the Sonic series.
Dude, no, dude. The first Titan is one of my favorite Sonic bosses ever.
Get ready because they only get better.
They get better? Oh, thank God.
That one's like the weakest boss fight in my opinion. I was a little disappointed by Supreme, but then again, I was super over leveled. I literally just grinded the fishing minigame and just grinded out my speed and attack and shit. Because apparently, I didn't do it for the entire game, by the way. And then just all of a sudden on the final island, I'm like, okay, I just want to become over leveled and so I can get my trophies. I was way too over leveled for that fight, so it was like piss easy, even on hard mode.
No, because I was gonna grind in Chronos, get max level, so the entire game I could probably beat in like 20 minutes.
Probably. Like if you actually it's so easy to grind. Especially if you keep getting like high level catches.
Oh no, not you need those memory thingies. You're not beating the game in 20 minutes, buddy.
It still wouldn't take long if you knew where every fishing hole was.
Yeah, true. Fishing is like the easiest way.
There's probably going to be a
get
fishing
those
percent.
tokens. Like when I played the Xbox version, like the final, like when I had to get all those fucking tokens for Sage.
Yeah.
That shit like took so fucking long, but I figured out that I could just buy them from Big, and it took like 5 seconds after that.
Yeah, no, that's literally what I did. That's all that I did is I did not grinding those tokens got so tedious by the end. I'm like, okay, I guess I don't want to do that.
Yeah, no one wants to fucking do that.
I really don't want to do that. In the first 2 islands, it's okay. First island, it's good because you don't have to collect that many. Second island, it's okay. Third island is terrible. I hate the third island. I hate Chaos Island so much. That island is not good. It is not good. I'm not the kind of Sonic...
Now maybe the grinding in Chaos Island is bad, but the aesthetics of Chaos Island and the general feel of it, to me, it's my favorite.
Oh. Ew. Ares... I don't even like desert levels, but I gotta say that Ares is my favorite.
Well, yeah, because it's the biggest and the coolest one.
Yeah, and Knuckles bias. But Chaos Island is not that fun to me. It took me there's a bunch of islands that are disconnected from each other, and you have to find out how to get to it, and it's really fucking stupid. Because I spent a long time trying to figure out how to get to Tails, and it's like this one small spring that you have to find on like the other end of the map, and it pissed me off. Also,
oh yeah, that shit sucks.
Also, just all of a sudden, the game decided to become 2D, and like almost every mission you do on Chaos is 2D, and I don't really complain about 2D that much, because I'm not a bitch, but like, there's the ratio of 2D in Chaos, in Chaos Island to the rest of the game is so fucking bad. There's like a few 2D sections in the first 2 islands, and then almost all of Chaos Island is 2D. And it gets so annoying. I don't know why it's like that.
It feels like a lot of their ideas, like they were kind of like the game's not like unfinished or anything.
No.
But I feel like they had all their good ideas planned out for Chronos. Didn't have that much time to fully develop like all the other things.
Clearly, if they only showed us Ares like 2 months before release. And even then, you know, Uranos Island, Rhea Island is literally just a story-based island. So you just automatically get 100% because there's nothing to do there. And then Uranos is fine. It's literally just Chronos Part 2, which I'm not mad at. But it's still a little underwhelming that we couldn't get. I mean,
I feel like if they really wanted to hide it better for the last two islands, they should have just changed the themes.
Yeah.
Like add the snow world and the like tropical world.
Please, that would have been so awesome.
I want a tropical world so bad.
I don't like beach or desert levels, but I will kill for a good snow level. Snow levels are underrated as fuck.
Dude, snow levels are the best like themes.
They're fucking awesome, especially with music relating to it.
Dude, Ice Cap,
Ice Cap again.
Ice Cap.
Frozen Factory.
Dude, Frozen Factory is the only reason why I play Lost World now.
The aesthetic is cool. It's so cool. I love Snow Worlds and Mario. It's such an underrated concept. But I mean, like, it's hard to blame Frontiers considering it is the first in a long line of hopefully games that are like this.
Dude, no, they need to keep the format. They cannot go back to like whatever the fuck they were doing.
No, I pray to God that it's not worth a 5-year wait. I'm gonna be real, but it is worth like a 3-year wait. I don't want to wait another 5 years for Frontiers 2, but I would fucking kill for another game very soon. If they just like reused assets to build another game on top of what they have, perfect. I'm all for it. They just need to fix that pop-in.
It definitely wouldn't take like as long as it did before.
They just need to fix the pop-in.
I feel like
I
feel like going forward with like an open zone Sonic game, I think the island should be smaller. There should be like maybe like 7 islands. But they're still like big grandiose. Like they're big like grand experiences.
Keep whatever the fuck they were on for the bosses though.
Yeah, just keep whatever Mr. White was selling them, like.
You haven't even gotten to the fucking Ares boss yet. That boss is so fucking baller. It is the greatest boss fight in Sonic history. I love that boss fight so fucking much. The song, the build-up, the actual fight, what Sonic fucking does on the boss fight. Oh my god, it's so good. That I will not spoil it for you because it is fucking perfect.
I haven't seen any of the bosses. Like,
okay.
I have not watched any of the boss fights. I've only seen, like, before I got to the first boss fight, before I got to the first boss fight, I saw a screenshot of, like, what Sonic does at the end when you finish the boss fight, and that was all I saw. I haven't seen... I heard that the Chaos Island boss was, like, out of this world. Like, batshit insane.
It's a crazy... the ending to that boss fight is fucking insane.
Yeah, that's what I heard, like... I heard it's, like, some of the most, like, batshit stuff in the entire series.
Then again, I mean, if you've played Metal Gear Rising... And I hate comparing it to that, but the music and some of the boss fights just remind me. Literally, the ending of the Chaos Island boss is literally just a Metal Gear Rising reference. And I'm not mad, because it's so fucking baller. I really want to say it, but I don't want to spoil it for you because it is just that worth it. Like, it's so worth going into those boss fights specifically blind.
You know, I'm probably after the podcast, I'm probably gonna like grind Sonic Frontiers.
You need to, because the Ares Island boss, in terms, it is the biggest in scope, and it's like, the music is also like one of the greatest songs I've ever heard. Just in general, the chorus of that song is the hardest shit imaginable. They literally left out the fucking chicken for 50 years. That is how raw it is. It is like, Oh my god, it's perfect. It's so perfect. I will never get over that boss fight. It is the best Sonic boss fight in history. Nothing will beat it. I hope. Unless Frontiers 2 comes out and they have like 20 bosses of that same scale. And it's like, oh. Have you seen the Titan for Ares Island?
No.
Oh shit.
I haven't seen anything about Ares or Chaos. I've only seen everything from Kronos and in the end.
Oh, I thought you were on Ares.
I am on Ares. I just haven't seen like any like bosses or anything.
Oh, so you're like at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't even gotten like a single Chaos Emerald yet. That's how beginning you are. Okay. But yeah, I mean, once you see that boss fight, you will get an idea of what you're gonna do with it, and it's like, oh, perfect. It's pure, like, testosterone and dopamine injected straight into your brain. And it's, I will never get over it. For as long as I live, it's perfect.
I'm excited.
It is one of the best lyrical tracks in Sonic history and one of my favorite songs. Because I'm a metal, I love metal. I love metal music, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm not that big into metal, but like Sonic always has good metal tracks. I don't know how.
I just didn't expect them to fucking scream in the songs, and so I'm like, fuck yeah, I am all for that. The music is the metal. We now have metal and lo-fi in Sonic, which is something that I just never thought I'd ever see. But they do it so fucking well in this game. I pray to God this isn't a color situation where we all think it's good, and then later it becomes ass, and then the games that come afterwards are ass. We're in such a good spot. If the
next Sonic game is ass, I give the fuck up. Like how do they go from Frontiers to like whatever happens after?
Frontiers.
If the next Sonic game is ass, I'm gonna stick to playing Frontiers.
Frontiers is literally the perfect foundation to build off of. They can build the amount of potential they have from Frontiers alone is so good. And if they fucking waste it, I'm like, Colors 2, I will hang myself.
No, because I feel like because they always do this. So Adventure 1 was bigger than Adventure 2, but like Adventure 2 was more polished and refined. Mm-hmm. Unleashed was a bigger, grandiose game. Colors was a more refined, smaller experience. They're probably just gonna do the same thing.
It is also
it's not gonna be like Colors 2. Like it's just gonna be simply boost levels, but it's probably gonna be like maybe more linear in tone or like in scope.
Yeah, I don't. What you said is a very good idea. Because they obviously, it's so easy to see that they're just throwing everything at the wall now and seeing. God damn it! Who texted me? They're throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks, because there is a lot, especially later game, that's like, okay, now they're just trying to reach, but it's clear that they want a ton of feedback. They're gonna be watching. They're probably hello Takashi Iizuka if you're watching. They're probably going to be watching.
Takashi Iizuka, you better hire me. I have a great Sonic game idea.
Me too. I will become beta tester, and I will.
I call it Sonic Complex. It is in the style of Sonic 3, but 3D and in the open zone style. You should hire me immediately.
Honestly, I demand a raise right now after you hire us. But dude, no, I literally had that idea after seeing the Knuckles. Prologue.
If you are watching, let me get the next Sonic game early, or I will kill you.
Honestly,
I was hoping I hit 1K, so I had a chance at a review copy.
Damn, a Knuckles game. Imagine Knuckles is primed for combat. He could have such great acceleration or movement and like traversal options. And the
chaotic
game would be so raw.
The open zone would be all of Angel Island. Think about that shit.
I was thinking of a chaotic spin-off. Like, not like actually Chaotix 2, but like a game featuring the Chaotix.
That would be cool. I don't know what they would do, or if that would even sell well, since the Chaotix are like small members of the Sonic cast.
I feel like they could advertise the hell out of it.
True. There's so many, like, after seeing the open zone, there's just so many, like, great fucking options. You know what? As long as because they had a good story reason for Green Hill, Chemical Plant, and Sky Sanctuary being there. They're obviously the most iconic Sonic locations. It was a good enough story reason for me to be like, okay, yeah, I get it. But like,
also,
if they,
I feel like Sega saw, or like Sonic Team was like hearing the complaints about how come they can't just go back to Generations-esque level design. Mm-hmm. So they were like, all right, so you want Generations? Here you go.
We'll literally just give you the fucking levels.
Here's the fucking level, and stop getting mad at us.
Oh, you guys liked Chun Nan Act 3 and fucking, what is it? Not Jungle Joyride.
You like City Escape? Here's City Escape. What, you don't like the fact that we're just giving you City Escape again? What do you want from us?
Yeah. It's like, the Adventures 2 stuff is a lot cooler because we haven't seen shit like that in a long time.
Oh,
if they give us, if they, you know, because like, it's not even nostalgia at this point that they're giving us. It's just Green Hill again.
Pandering.
Which we've seen from the past games. But if we got like, fucking an open zone of like Grand Metropolis, or like a Silver game with Crisis City open zone, that shit would be amazing. I would be all over that. I'd be like, yes, give me more. Just remake Adventure as an open zone game. I'll eat that shit up. That would actually be nostalgia done better.
Okay, but like my dream Sonic game idea is like a mix of like, it's kind of like that, where like it's not like reused levels, but it's like bigger it's like adventure levels, more in the open zone format, and then you could obviously like explore them around a little bit, and then it'd be like the little cyberspace things. You could like hop into like a big cyberspace level, and that's like the special stages. And after you beat it, you go get a Chaos Emerald.
Yeah.
Kind of like modernize, like mixing Frontiers with Sonic 3. Like, the format of Sonic 3 in the Frontier-styled game.
Oh, yeah.
Sonic 3 is my favorite classic Sonic game.
It's beautiful. It's amazing.
3 is not my favorite, but, like, I think the format's 100%
Please don't tell me you prefer 2
Sonic.
over 3.
I prefer Mania over both.
Oh.
That's understandable. I still think 3 is beautiful. But yeah, no, I honestly feel like we're gonna get an Adventure 3. More than ever. I've never been an Adventure 3 shill or a fan, but like, after considering how much Izuka jerked off Adventure in the press, being like, oh yes, we went to Adventure to go back to its roots to make this game. It's like, and there's so much, you know, this is like a direct sequel story.
It's obvious they want to go back to Adventure, but I think it's more like PR. Like, no, but what about Green Hill? They like the Green Hill. All the
that's definitely Sega meddling.
The casual cucks.
Exactly, but I feel like if given the chance, there's gonna be a big, ginormous, you know, if they did something like if they were to make us wait 5 years for like an Adventure 3, they could fully remake Adventures 1 and 2 with the open zone shit, and I feel like that would be Escape.
Well, I feel like they should just remake Adventure 1 and 2.
They need to.
We need like a definitive version of those games.
Yeah, no,
because I love like them ported, but they'd port the DX version. I don't want the DX version.
They just like kind of like the Spyro trilogy pack. They have like a Dreamcast.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like
Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes have that collection because they're all kind of connected. Heroes is still connected to Adventure 2. And then, like...
Well, I don't know about Heroes. I don't know if I want Heroes.
I want Heroes. That'd be fucking awesome, alright? With more refined controls, Heroes would be amazing.
Yeah, Heroes controls are ass. If they fix that, then maybe.
The level design is great. But if they just modernize that shit... You know, my problem... You know, if they added... Why do you think they put a fishing... Come on! Why do you think they put a fishing minigame in Frontiers if they aren't going to remake Adventure?
I heard the fishing minigame. I thought people were joking about that.
No, they literally have everything. They have everything set up. Literally, Frontiers only has the Adventure cast. Only the Adventure cast. No Rouge, no Shadow. Literally Big and Amy and Knuckles, Tails, and Sonic and Eggman. Nothing but the Adventure cast. They're setting up for Adventure remakes and an Adventure 3. I'm calling it now.
Or no, they're obviously trying to get like the Adventure fans to kind of be like, oh, dude, this is just like Adventure, and then they start reminiscing about how good Adventure is.
Still,
It's like it's like a rehash of like, remember the classic Sonic games? It's kind of that, but like, remember the Adventure styled games?
True.
I think they're trying to get that, so Sega's like, oh shit, people want Adventure. People want Adventure.
Exactly.
Let's give them Adventure. Shit like that.
It makes so much sense, though, thinking about it. They're just setting up for that shit, because they know that people love Adventure. They know that they're going to eat that shit up when a remake comes out. And they're definitely testing the waters. They refined the fishing minigame. Fishing in Frontiers is fun as shit. They could expand upon that even more with Big's levels in Adventure Remake. You know, Sonic would have his traditional levels. Nothing to refine there. Tails the same way. You know, we also have a bunch of exploration in Frontiers that can lead into Knuckles levels.
But with like Frontiers control.
Exactly.
And they fixed the jump physics.
Exactly. That's all they're setting up for. And then Adventure 2 could be the same way almost, except they would like add the addition of like hub worlds and shit like that. That'd be so awesome.
Hub worlds would be an open zone.
Exactly. And then they would release those in a duo pack.
And the levels would be like cyberspace stages. Oh my god.
Everyone would eat that shit up, and then they would get the okay from Sega to make a grand fucking Adventure 3 that everyone has been wanting for 20 plus years now, bringing everybody back into the franchise. Frontiers is just a foundation. Where they're gonna go next is Frontiers, and they have Ian Flynn write that shit.
Adventure 3 would like continue from where Frontiers left off.
Exactly. That would be the sequel. That's where, you know, Sage would come back. That's where a bunch of, you know, this will basically be like the Sonic Forces but good. You know, you'll have like, you know, multiple playable characters again, because now we're getting like reintroduced to Sonic's friends and shit.
The podcast is running really, really over. I'm gonna have to go soon.
Oh, you're gonna have to go soon? Damn, alright, we're gonna have to wrap that shit up then. All I'm gonna say is, we're gonna get, with the reintroduction of these characters, it's just happening. There's no way.
The actual renaissance we've always wanted.
It's literally the Renaissance era. And if I'm so wrong, I'm fucked. Last thing I want to say, though, is a long time ago...
D.Doe.
Yes.
If you're wrong, delete the podcast.
If I'm wrong, I'm killing myself and deleting the podcast. That's it.
No. We cannot have this used against us.
No, obviously not. This is going to be used to cancel us in 5 years when Sonic Colors 2 comes out.
Remember that Sonic Shuffle podcast where they said that Adventure 3 was going to happen and we get fucking Colors 2?
Oh my god, I don't even want to think about that. Yeah, but a long time ago, I put a comment on a fan engine video. I think it was Project Hero, and I said, wow, Sonic would work really well in an open world. And then some guy said it would never work. Suck my fucking nuts. If you're watching this, suck my fucking nuts. You were wrong, and I was right. Suck it, you fucking dick.
I kind of had... I think I always knew that the next Sonic game was going to be open world. It was just kind of like, where do you go after Forces?
True. It is...
To hell.
Hell, yeah. Also hell, or Heaven He.
They could have just easily made, like, another Boost game. But I feel like then at that point, people would just finally, like... It'd click, like, dude, they do not give a shit about this franchise anymore.
They're definitely, like, they realize that it's at a boiling point for a lot of people.
I think they finally realized that, like, just giving us Boost exclusive games, or not Boost exclusive, but, like, you know.
Just this, you know, budget title 2-hour romp is not enough.
Yeah, it's
especially for 5+ years between releases.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely not enough. Especially considering from how long Lost World was to Forces. That was like, what? Yeah, that was 5 years. That was a 5-year wait. So, as long, you know, I don't think the 5-year wait would be as bad if there was just a lot of content to satiate the fans, you know what I'm saying?
Or if the game was good.
Yeah. And the modding community was really all over it. Which I really hope we get Fortnite Island in Frontiers. As a mod.
Yeah,
oh,
I already have...
I just realized all the shit they could put in Frontiers, bruh.
gonna be.
I hope we get more DLC though. I hope they do not like. I hope they don't screw that up.
Well, yeah. I feel like it's gonna be successful enough to where they want to like add on to the game after release. You know, more
DLC add-on, Sonic Adventure 3 update.
More skins, maybe like a paid big scale new island story DLC with Shadow or something like that, or
new items like in the
new items.
Dude, imagine Frontiers with workshop support.
Oh, that'd be so baller. There's so much potential, like a boss rush mode. We need a boss rush mode since you can't replay the bosses after you beat the game or after you beat them. They have an arcade mode where you could play all the cyberspace levels, but now we need a boss. I feel like if enough people ask for the boss rush mode, we'll get it, and I feel like we should do that.
I've always wanted like a. I'm not saying they should do this like in Frontiers, but like a racing thing. Like you know how Adventure 2 Battle like they had.
Oh, the the battle.
They should like add that back, like multiplayer.
Oh, that would be so cool.
When's the last time a Sonic game had multiplayer?
06.
Exactly.
I want to say, yeah. Say older than half the fan base again. Goddamn. Okay, well that we don't. No.
Okay, well,
shut up.
2D games don't count. They're not real.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Don't ever say that again. Anyway, that's gonna be the end of today's podcast. All of our links are in the description. BigSleeter, where can we find you on your all of your socials?
I'm not making this joke again, but you can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/BigSleeter, or hell, even on twitter.com/BigSleeter.
That it?
That's pretty much it.
All right,
you can follow me on Instagram, but no one does that.
Exactly. Twitter's the only place to be.
Twitter's the only social media website.
All of our links will be in the description below. Feel free to subscribe to our main channels, whatnot, or not, or be lame. You know, your choice. But it's gonna do it for today's episode. See you guys whenever we do another one. Say bye, everyone, or I kill you.
Hey, what's cracking? Oh, bye. I mean,
shit. Time to die.